reaction to Hard Knocks in the season?
I think it's exciting. Obviously, anytime you get a chance to highlight some of the great people we have in this building, not just players, but coaches, staff, kind of tell their stories, see a different side of them, I think it'll be really good TV. And then, talking with Chris Ballard when they went through it last year, I think, there's some positives, some negatives, but they were 3-5 when the show came. They won 6 out of 7 and felt like it was kind of a shot in the arm, I think, having them come in. So we'll see, but it should be a pretty cool experience.
What can the negatives be? Like, what are you worried? I don't know if worried is the right word, but what do you have to watch out for?
Yeah, I think that's something you have to go through to figure it out. I think each case will be different, but in my experience, anytime a camera's around, people tend to step up and be on their P's and Q's a little bit more. So I think it can be a real positive that stretch of the season for us.
What about you being mic'd up more and showcase a little more yourself and cameras in meeting rooms and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think coaches and players, you're going to want to be on your A game and be well prepared anytime that camera's around and make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. So I think it can be a real motivational tool if we approach it the right way.
Who do you see being kind of the star of the show for you and why?
If they could go film Hop while you're suspended, that would be the best TV ever. But I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think there's a lot of kind of really high character men that we get to work with, whether it's staff, coaches, players every day. So just to kind of tell some of their background stories and to get to know them on that level, I think it'll be great for our fans.
Kliff, do you get asked whether you're cool with it or not before the decision's made?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, but for the brand, exposure, all those things, it's a tremendous opportunity for the Cardinals. And we all understand that.
It sounds like if it was your call, that you might not want to do it.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, I think it has an opportunity. We obviously struggled back after last season. It has an opportunity to come in, and guys will perk up when the camera's around. You don't want to look bad on camera. It's just kind of human nature. And so, like I said, if we approach it the right way and still continue to be our authentic selves, I think it can be a real push at that point.
What's the number one thing that you like your teams to get out of OTAs in particular?
Really, it's good to have them around each other, first and foremost, after a couple of years of not having that much time. I think team building is big, just being in the locker room, weight room, doing things together. And then a lot of mental reps. It's one thing to be in the meeting rooms and they're nodding and say they got it, but it's another thing to go out there and apply it and be able to coach from the film, whether it's full speed or walkthroughs. And so the mental stuff is huge.
Was there a plan for vets today? It seemed like a number of them weren't out there early to be taking part in practice.
Yeah, we're going to be smart throughout. We understand it's all voluntary at this point, so we want to some of the guys that have a great understanding of it. We want to push some reps to some of the younger guys who may not get as many once we get a training camp.
What's the communication like before OTAs start, kind of figuring out who's going to be there, who's not going to be there?
Yeah, we've talked to everybody. Everybody we knew going in to the offseason, the start of the offseason program, who was going to be here, what their schedule was like, and when we expect them back.
Kyler and Hollywood together out there?
Like, I've seen them together, live and in person on the other team, and it was not fun for me. So I know what it looks like. But no, I think, like I've said before, I think as a coach, you want to have these guys here all the time, but it's just not how the rules are set up, and different guys handle it different ways.
Buddha was just in, and there's obviously a lot more on his plate with some of the veterans having left in recent years. He's a guy that could probably handle that load and handle it well. What are your thoughts on how much more he can possibly step up his game, but more as a leader?
Yeah, I think, he's played at a Pro Bowl, all-pro level since I've been here. And just watching him develop as a leader, emerge as that guy. When you lose a Fitch, you lose a Patrick Peterson, now you lose Chandler. He's definitely embraced that role. And the way he works, the way he takes care of himself, the way he handles his business, those young guys, it's a great role model for them to look to.
When you were interviewing Matt Burke, what stood out to you?
Highly intelligent, yeah. He has great self-awareness. I think he's a guy who, if there's a new thought, a new idea, even though he may have a way he's done it, he's open to it. He wants to evolve, wants to learn, and that's been good. I think he's brought some good things schematically that he feels like he can help us, and I know VJ's really been excited to work with him.
When the offseason started, Antoine Wesley, at least from the outside as we watched this team get built, He was up there, then you re-sign Green, you bring in Hollywood Brown, and it's saying, okay, maybe he doesn't have a big role, then the Hop thing happens. It's kind of, how do you see his development and what he might mean, especially those first 6 games?
Yeah, he's continued to get better since he's got here. I think his biggest deal, first couple of years in the league, he wasn't healthy, so he's got to stay healthy, but made some plays last year that really helped his confidence, and he's a guy that I know as an offensive staff we trust, and I know Kyler does as well.
Do you anticipate Kyler being here for mandatory?
I do.
So much of the discussion, obviously, in the league is how much rosters change. Coaching staff, they also change a lot. You guys have had pretty good stability with very minimal changes. How important do you think that is?
It's been great for us to be able to keep the same systems in really all 3 phases, you know, offense, defense, special teams, guys that I think we all understand how we operate now. We feel like we've all evolved together and gotten better each year. And I think when you can do that as a group, you enjoy working with each other, it can really create some good synergy and hopefully continue that ascent.
Kliff, knowing and having Zach Ertz, do you feel like he'll embrace the mentorship role with Trey?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I think, I mean, all you have to do is watch him work every day, watch what time he gets up here, watch how intentional he is at practice and meetings, all those things. I can't imagine a better guy to learn from.
What do you think of Zach's move there?
It's good. It's good.
You like the block?
Yeah, I like it. If I was a younger man, I would just do the sun in, though, just the tips. I never went the whole way, so.
Do you have a chance to watch J.J. Watt do his D-line drills?
Yeah,
On the other side.
yeah.
It's like 100% every single time.
Yeah, it's insane. He comes up to me after and he wants to go full speed team, right? And everybody else is like, let's not do that. But that's what he wants. You know, that's how he feels like he's getting better. And that's the only way it's been. And one of our rookies was talking, one of our draft picks, he was like, I thought I knew what NFL football was, except we were getting to the hot tub at 6 a.m. to warm up, and JJ had already worked out, showered, and was leaving the building. So that just shows the type of time and effort he puts in.
What do you feel like is the next step in that evolution of this team as you've taken steps one year to the next?
Yeah, I think finishing stronger, there's no doubt. At times, the last couple of years, we've looked really good early and then faded late. And so you want to be healthy, obviously, you want to be playing your best football late, and that's, to me, is the next step for us, so we can actually have a chance to make a real run in the playoffs.
What do you guys like about the new quarterback you added to the room?
Yeah, very, very accurate thrower, nice arm, very smart, has worked really hard, picked things up quick. You know, he came in on a tryout and really operated at a high level, so we kept him, and it's been a nice surprise.